welcome into another exciting hour of International Championship Wrestling. Bob Dow along with the Boston bad boy Tony Rumble. And before we even get started with this hour, ladies and gentlemen, the news that made professional wrestling last week, it's in every trade magazine this week, and that's the biggest upset. Well, you talk about Tyson Douglas. Last week we had one, too, as Chief beats Tony Atlas last week here on the IWCCW.
No, he didn't beat him.
What do you mean he didn't beat him?
He won the match on a count-out.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Rumble. You've always told me, through all the matches we've sat and watched, that the bottom line is who won.
Yeah, right. No one won.
Who won?
Well, there was one,
who won?
2, 3, or somebody gives up now. All this big fat Indian did was fall in the ring ahead of time.
Who won? Who won the match? Who got his arm raised at the end of the match?
I know. Wasn't that disgusting? That
Chief Thunder Mountain victorious.
I'd love to sit here and babble with you, but I'll tell you right now. I got better things to do. I got a big thing coming up this week. You take care of it.
You ever hear the slogan,
back,
don't let the door hit you on the way out? That's what I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back, in case you missed it, to 1 week ago. The biggest upset in the ICW. I'm talking about Chief Thunder Mountain against the ICW champion Tony Atlas. Let's go back and take a look right now.
He's playing mind games with Duke.
And where is Doc Diamond?
Who
Why
cares?
Because if Doc Diamond was out
None
here.
of your business. Why don't you just shut up
Now
now?
look at this. Here comes Atlas. Right.
Well, the Indian took too long. I just said that.
I just do not
I
understand.
just told you the Indian was being stupid.
I don't understand where Doc Diamond is. I don't understand this at all. And now Atlas
And
is
he's punching him out.
after the distraction. The
Beat
Chief
him.
is distracted, and now
Punch him.
Atlas is
Punch him.
pounding away on the Chief again. This is so disgusting. They should not allow managers at ringside. It's that simple.
Right, Al.
Including you.
Me? I didn't do anything wrong.
Line, and the Chief is on the canvas.
I'm probably the most fair manager in the world. But in the meantime, I told you, the Chief had Atlas. He could have put him away, but he was stupid. He's just another, probably drunk Indian.
He got distracted by the Duke, and you know it. And again, look, the Duke is up on the apron again, and Atlas has got the Chief in trouble. And the big crowd yelling, Chief, Chief, they're trying to fire him up. Atlas now, they turn in a reversal, and Atlas gets thrown into Duke, and down on the floor goes Duke, and the crowd is loving it.
And there was no little, oh, wow. Right.
And look at the Chief on the warpath, and Duke is out on the side of the
On the
ring, and
cement
Atlas is
floor.
on the warpath.
What's Chief doing?
He's going after Duke, that's what he's doing,
No,
after
he isn't.
Atlas. He's
No, he isn't. Let's get that camera where it's supposed to be.
He's got Atlas outside the ring, and he is pounding on him. And Atlas pounds back, and we got a brawl going outside the ring. Literal brawl going on, and the Chief right now is getting the best of it. He's pounding away on the ICW
But he
heavyweight
doesn't know how to
champion, Tony
finish it
Atlas.
off now. I told you, he doesn't know how to. Look at that.
Atlas flips it back into the ring, 480 pounds.
2,500. Welcome back, ladies.
It's over. The Chief has won. The
No.
Chief has won.
No way.
The Chief has won. The Chief has won. Chief Thunder Mountain has beaten Tony Atlas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this hour of International Championship Wrestling. Bob Dow and the Boston bad boy Tony Rumble has made his way to ringside as we've got another tag team championship match coming up this week. The Undertakers will put what I don't even consider their belts on the line anymore. They should belong to Air America, Eric Spracia and Victor Steamboat, but they still hold them. They've got another tag team title match coming up right now. It'll be against one half of Ebony and Ivory, and I'm talking about GQ Madison. He's here this week, but I don't know where Al Coleman is. Assuming that Tony Rumble, when what you saw with Heavenly Frank Angel and the handcuffs and all the other messes that Tony Rumble puts people in, who knows where Ebony is? The word is we have from this desk is that Ebony is hurt today. So GQ Madison will take with his, as his partner, Irish Gary Fitzpatrick. So it'll be GQ Madison and Fitzpatrick. They'll take on the Undertakers and Tony Rumble for the ICW Tag Team Championship of the World. Let's go to ringside and catch the action right now.
Well, there you see it, ladies and gentlemen. The ICW Tag Team Champions of the World, along with their manager, the Despicable One, the Boston Bad Frap, as the Henchman and the Punisher make their way to ringside, the Undertakers.
ICW World Tag Team Champions. First, the manager, the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble. And at a combined total weight of 666 pounds, the Henchman and the Punisher, the Undertakers.
There you have it, the Undertakers, as they'll put their tag team belt on the line against GQ Madison and Irish Gary Fitzpatrick. Tag Team Championship, our main event here on the ICW this week. And the Undertakers, again, the belts, one thing you may notice about the Undertakers, when the belts do come out, they're always carried by the Boston Bad Breath, Tony Rumble. obviously because we have not been able to find enough leather to build belts big enough to get them around the waist of the Undertakers. The Henchman and the Punisher getting the last-minute instructions from Tony Rumble. And again, it'll be GQ Madison and Irish Gary Fitzpatrick to square off against these two. GQ Madison will step into the ring first, and he'll draw the Henchman, his first assignment. GQ Madison, of course, the sturdily built young man that was a model for Gentleman's Quarterly for a few years and always a first love of wrestling. Kind of a contrast here, a contrast between the ugliness of what you see and the good-looking GQ Madison, and he just flips the Henchman right off him. He's strong, too. Arm toss, and he's got the Henchman down, and GQ Madison wants more, another arm toss. And he's putting a job on the Henchman right now, and Rumble and the Undertakers can't like this too much. You can count on that. As you see, working on the left arm of the Henchman. Twist and twist. Now throws an elbow down across. An elbow smashes him into the shoulder. Those have got to hurt. Smashes him again. Now he makes the tag to Irish Gary Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick continues to work on that left arm, and they're doing a smart tag team thing, and they keep working on one end of it, but all of a sudden, the Henchman gets Fitzpatrick over in the wrong corner if you're Fitzpatrick. And here comes the Punisher in. Big clothesline, and down goes Fitzpatrick. And again, the Undertakers, you have to be so careful because not only you have to concentrate on these two massive human beings, but you have to concentrate outside the ring on the despicable manager, Tony Rumble. And, ooh, God, that has got to just about knock the life out of you. And he's going to do it again. Big elbow smash down across the ribs and the lungs. And Irish Gary Fitzpatrick is in sad shape right now. Now the big leg drop, again, down over the throat and upper chest. And you can see, or at least I can see from here, Gary Fitzpatrick is gasping for air. He is hurting. And now, side suplex down over the knee, and oh, God. And again, master mouth, motor mouth, Tony Rumble loving every bit of it from the outside of the ring. Another side suplex, and Irish Gary Fitzpatrick needs a tag real bad here to GQ Madison, but I don't believe he's going to be able to find the strength to get over to Madison. As the Henchman and Punisher make the tag, and in comes the Henchman. And it looks like they can do a little chicken wing here, and they just spread the legs, and oh, you can feel the pain of that one. Another big leg drop, or actually an arm drop down over the ankle. Another arm drop over the ankle, and Irish Gary Fitzpatrick, how to say, he's taking one big beating. That's about all you can say about it. This man's leg drop is being controlled 100% right now by the Undertakers, without a doubt. GQ Madison on the outside of the ring, and Gary Fitzpatrick trying to get a tag to him, but he just can't get there. And now he fights his way over. Does he get the tag? No, can't get it. And you see the big forearms being smashed into the back of Gary Fitzpatrick. Flips him across into the ropes, comes back. Fitzpatrick, nice kick into the midsection, and now he makes the tag, and here comes GQ Madison. Left hand, right hand, throws him into the ropes, up across the ropes, back, fine drop kick right into the midsection. Here comes the cover. No, he's going to pick him up and give some more punishment. GQ is mad. Takes the Henchman, flips him across into the ropes, comes back, another, oh, he missed it. The Undertaker hung onto the rope, and GQ Madison missed that flying drop kick. And now he's going to pay for it as Henchman kicks him out into the cement floor outside the ring. And Irish Gary Fitzpatrick is now in the ring. GQ Madison's been thrown out of it, and now they're doing a job on Gary Fitzpatrick, and I mean big time. A big-time job on him. And outside the ring, Tony Rumble just threw GQ Madison head first into the steel buckle. So Madison is out outside the ring and hurting. And inside the ring, Gary Fitzpatrick is taking a major pounding. A major pounding. Now the tag is made by the Henchman and the Punisher. And here comes a side suplex up and over. Fitzpatrick is down. The Punisher goes for the big belly flop, gets it, and all she wrote, the fat lady is singing. It's all over for GQ Madison and Irish Gary Fitzpatrick as the Undertakers remain the ICW heavyweight champions of the world, and now they rub it in a little bit as they bang away on Gary Fitzpatrick. And the Fast and bad breath. Can't even get it out. He makes me so ugly every time I see him. He's stooped to such despicable lows. The winners, the Undertakers, the ICW Tag Team Champions of the world. And this is just sickening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Donna, your hostess for the ICW Teen Report. And I'll be seeing you a little later on with the wrestler that you chose, Wrestler of the Month for July 1990. I'll see you then.
Information.
Well, the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble, rejoins me here at the ICW studios. And again, I guess, you know, your Undertakers did come away victorious.
Of course.
I have a question for you, though, GQ Madison and I.
Now, that was a title match, Dow. I gave in to your request. You wanted it to be a title match, I gave him a title match.
Sure, after he comes away victorious. The only thing I know, where was your scissors, Mr. Rumble? I mean, that seems to be your trademark now. You're not going to...
That's not my trademark, Dow.
You don't have enough guts to try to cut...
I don't think I'm a barber. I just like to get my point across.
Oh, I know you're not a barber.
Way. Humiliation.
We know he's not a barber, ladies and gentlemen. You know why he wears this, don't you? I mean, you know, he kids me.
No, you're the one that makes the most out of that one sideburn you got. It's not like my...
Someday maybe we'll get him to take this off and you'll understand why he wears that. Believe me, purple just is not a great color for hair-wise. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got lots more action for you this week here on International Championship Wrestling. As a matter of fact, coming up in just a few moments, you know, last week you saw the Chief upset Tony Atlas for the ICW belt. And, well, actually not the belt. It is in my mind he won the belt. But again, you know, you have your 1, 2, 3s and all of this.
Who cares what your mind?
Someone else is standing in line for a shot at Mr. Atlas. Should he be able to get by Chief Thunder Mountain in the future weeks and all the other contenders that are after? I'm talking about the Rochester Roadblock. You remember the man from a few months ago?
Well, we're not going to watch the Rochester Roadblock first.
We're going to watch him just down the road a little bit. I want you to know that the Rochester Roadblock in action from a few months ago.
How come my notes aren't the same as yours, though? What are you trying to pull here? I got ABC News. We're going to show a thing from Robbie Ellis.
We are. We've got Robbie Ellis, ABC News, and then we're going to go to the Rochester Roadblock in action from a few months ago.
I think they're watching Peter Jennings or something.
No, they've got a lot more intelligence than you do.
They'll easy for you to say.
We've got Amazing Blazing Robbie Ellis, and this was a clip that ABC News did just about 6 months ago. Tell you all about the Amazing Blazing Robbie Ellis and the ICW Light Heavyweight Champion. Let's go right now and check that out, shall we?
Wonderful.
Robbie Ellis is a splendid athlete and a showman. Rob Elowich is an art dealer in Portland, Maine. Both men are 42, graduates of Amherst College. They are, in fact, the same man. One man who dreams and makes it real.
Ridiculous idea in Portland, Maine to open a gallery with fine paintings, you know, and it just didn't make sense to anybody except to my wife and I. And we did it.
10 years ago, Rob Elowich left the family tire business and with his wife opened Portland, Maine's most successful art gallery.
We're really doing this because we love the paintings, because we really love beautiful things. And we want our people who come in to buy to love them. And if I can place a painting with somebody who loves it, that's what I want to do.
But that's not all he wants to do. You son. Not all he does. For the past 18 years, a couple of times every month, Rob Elowich sheds his art dealer's identity and enters the land of the behemoth, the world of the grotesque.
Our next match is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
I just had always thought throughout school and growing up that, hey, wouldn't it be great to be the champion of the world? And one day I passed a sign on the Boston Arena saying, learn to be a professional wrestler. And I said, I'm going to learn to be a professional wrestler. And I did.
In the carefully planned world of professional wrestling, 42-year-old part-timers don't get to be champions. But a week ago, Robbie Ellis, as he's known in the ring, did fight a junior heavyweight champion, giving away 20 years and 20 pounds, and he had a ball.
You go in there to wrestle. You also know that there's an audience out there that wants to see, to have a good show and to have a good time and to yell and scream and to know that, boy, there's good and there's bad in this world and good's going to win in the long run, you know.
The good guy won this night, get up here! But it was a long time coming. A confederate of the champ slipped him a steel bolt. After the champ decked Ellis for an apparent victory, the bolt was discovered and Ellis was declared the winner. But titles don't change hands on disqualifications. So the dream continues to elude Ellis, just as the champion himself did after the final curtain. For Rob Elowich, can anything in the art world match the excitement of the ring? Well, how about finding a valuable old painting hidden in a sampler brought in by a customer?
This probably would have been done around the 80s, I would guess. And finding new beauty is the great joy of my life, you know. And to rediscover something is the most fulfilling thing I do outside of my family. But the part that's better than flying off the top ropes and then pinning somebody and then having the crowd go crazy. That's so exciting. There's one thing better, and that's that sense of discovery. And when I become senile, I'll still be a professional wrestler. It's not so unlike the art business in some ways. They're both about dreams now, really, you know, and that was the element, I think. Yeah.
Hey, it's Amazing Blazing Robbie Ellis, 5-time light heavyweight champion, ICW light heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm back from Bali, from Tanzania, from South Africa, from Europe, from Italy. I've been defending the ICW light heavyweight championship of the world everywhere. And I've been winning. I've been winning like crazy, and I heard that they wondered, where are you, Amazing Blazing Robbie Ellis? Well, I'm back. I'm back to burn, and I'm going to keep this championship for a very long time. Watch out for me, because I'm burning, and I'm burning, and I'm burning. Yeah!
Making his way into the ring from Rochester, New York, the Rochester Roadblock.
Well, Mr. Rumble, you see the man, and that's about all you got to say as he brings his traffic sign Nadine out around his shoulders.
What does that mean, Nadine? What is that all about?
I don't know. The Roadblock is in love with his traffic sign. He's got a
probably
name for it called Nadine, and hey, who's to argue with the Roadblock? I'm certainly
He's
not.
in there pumping weight, making love to weight style, if you ask me.
Irish Gary Fitzpatrick
That's the only
will be
girlfriend he
the...
ever had is that road sign there.
Well, hey, if it suits the Roadblock, you sure ain't going to see me arguing with him, and if you got any brains, you won't either.
Look at the size of him.
He's only about 7 feet, about 400 pounds. And Irish Gary Fitzpatrick he may have more brawn than brains, but...
I don't know about that either, Dow. I don't think he got either. But in the meantime, hey, he walked the aisle. He signed a contract.
Well,
look at it. Whoa.
This is what you're going to call earning your money here tonight as he kicks the Roadblock in the midsection. Roadblock just stands here. That's got to be frustrating.
Punch him.
Yeah.
Harder.
Yeah, giving him his best shots
him in
and
the
nothing.
nose. Oh.
Look at that. You give him your best shots and the Roadblock just takes him and comes back, and I'll tell you, you don't want to get the Roadblock excited. Look at this clothesline. About tore his head off. The Rochester Roadblock doing a job at Irish Gary Fitzpatrick and just about tore his head off, Mr.
Dow,
Rubber.
I don't see this lasting too much longer.
No, I don't either. Another one. Oh.
You can hear that up in the balcony.
You know, if I was Gary Fitzpatrick, in all honesty, I don't think I'd get up.
Hey,
I
you
think
got
I
to
would...
admire his guts for taking this match on.
maybe his guts, but look at this. I don't know what you call this move, but he's got him up like his track. Backwards he goes. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
Devastating. But I'll tell you, Dow, he'll never get the world champion or me in that position.
I don't know about that. I don't...
You know,
Well, early this hour, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Undertakers retain their ICW Tag Team Championship belts, but they'll have to put them on the line. There's lots of contenders, no pretenders, by the way, like he would claim. Lots of contenders up there for the title, and part of those contenders are coming up right now. As a matter of fact, 2 of them are coming up right now. The Wild Bunch, Chief Thunder Mountain and Haas, they will take on the Equalizer Zip and Zap.
But Dow,
What's with the newspaper?
Well, they have my name in the Weekly World News here, telling about how we gave Steamboat a nice little haircut.
Let me see.
Says it. What do you think, I make things up?
Ugly man from Boston, 6'5",
That doesn't say ugly man from...
woman, doesn't matter. That's the personal column.
Shut up, Dow.
The Wild Bunch and the Equalizers, tag team
You know
action.
what happens in this, right?
No, what
Whoever
happens in
wins,
this?
What? I'm going to give you some 4-1-1, Dow, because I know you're a little lacking on it. The winner of this match moves up to get a shot at the Undertakers.
Okay.
So whoever wins this match, you know, gets a shot at it. I don't have any qualms about that. Whoever wins.
Is it expensive to put ads in
I'm not
personal
nervous.
columns like that? Wild Bunch and Equalizers. Up next, let's go to ringside.
Not a person.
manager, Don Diamond. We're talking about Chief Thunder Mountain, Haas, the Wild Bunch, and Mr. Rumble, the biggest tag team in professional wrestling.
The biggest dupes.
Hey, buddy, they take on the Equalizers here, but the Wild Bunch, well, they are just, I think, one of the top tag team combinations in the entire world of professional
Are they
wrestling.
supposed to be bad now? Are they supposed to be real bad? Is
Yes,
that what you're
they
trying
are.
to tell me?
They are big and they are bad.
You think they're so tough, don't you?
I love them. I love them.
Well, how about this, Dal? How about I bet you right now that the Equalizers win this match?
You're out of
in the
line.
middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. You want to bet?
The lunch. You got it. You got it.
You want to make a deal with the devil?
Equalizers are bad, but there is no way that they will beat Chief Thunder Mountain and Haas. Absolutely no way.
Do you want to put it on the line, Bobby D?
Hey, you got a soda, baby, that says that they can't do it.
Soda?
Well, that's all you can afford, big guy.
What's a soda?
I'd bet with you before. You're what
I drink tonic in Boston, Dal. I don't know about this soda pop and all this other...
You're also a welcher, so I'm not going to bet anything.
What?
You're not going to pay up anyway.
Who told you that?
Your brain cashes more checks, or your mouth cashes more checks. I guess your brains can't.
Spit it out, Dal.
You know
Spit it out.
All right, we've got Zip in the ring right now.
You know what this Indian reminds me of? A walking, talking hairball.
That ain't what he reminds me of. He reminds me of one mountain of a man that you had better not mess with.
I'm going to scalp him too, Dal. How do you like that? I'm going to start trimming everybody.
That's not funny, Mr. Rumble.
Yeah, well, you saw Steamboat, didn't you?
Yeah, and I saw what Steamboat did to your Undertakers
What
last
did he
week
do?
to take
What did he
advantage.
do? I forget.
He
What
pinned him right in the middle of the ring,
He
and
did
you
not.
know he did too.
Steamboat pinned him?
1 week ago, Eric
Sure, it wasn't
Frazier.
Frazier, Dal. Let's get your back straight.
They
It was a
both
non-title
pinned him
match.
big
He had
time.
him by the trunk.
You're lucky it was a non-title match. That's all I can tell you. Right now you see Zap and Zip, and they're not faring too well. Look at the Chief bang over the head as he gives him a little hip toss. And the Chief on a warpath. He's loving this. Look at him. Giant drop kick.
There's that genetic freak I was telling you about, Dal. I told you he's a genetic freak.
Over 400 pounds, and he throws the drop kick in. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, when you get the kind of size that the Chief has, and you're able to pull off an athletic maneuver like that, you know where you are. The Chief is more than big. He is athletic.
Yeah, he's fat, too. He's big and fat.
I'd like to see you do a flying drop kick.
I was a high flyer when I was wrestling.
Yeah, when you
Are
were,
you kidding
yeah.
me? I used to touch the stars, baby.
I'd like to see some video of that. I've never seen it. You had all you could do to walk in the ring. You had to get out.
I walked down aisles. Anybody would be afraid of the people I fought in the first week of wrestling. This is my second.
All talk and no action. All of a sudden, here's the tag, and Haas is in the ring right now as he'll get to take on Zip.
Whoa.
And that's Zap, excuse me, in the ring right now.
I got to tell you which one's which again?
Well, Zap may wish it was Zip after that. Haas picked him up to the ceiling and threw him down into the canvas.
Zap's got a beautiful haircut, too, doesn't he? Hey, I like that haircut.
A little David Bowie style, it looks like to me, I guess, if you're
You
into
see how
that.
Hoss was very vicious, threw him out of there?
He's vicious. He just gave him a little boot out of the ring.
Look at those things on his boots, Hoss. What did he kill a cow for? What's that, buffalo fur?
Looks kind of sharp, doesn't it?
No, it
Class
doesn't,
act.
Dow. It looks like there's all ticks and stuff. Liable to get Lyme disease around it.
Now, how would you ever want to criticize anybody's clothing after the way you dress?
No, I'm a fashion plate. You can never have enough black in your wardrobe. I told you this a long time ago.
Don't know about that, Mr. Rumble, but you said, well,
You don't know about a lot of things.
Haas is
I'm
wearing a
telling you,
lot of black. What's wrong with that?
He's got too much red in it. I don't have nothing but red.
Look at the strength by Haas. There's a couple of butts back into the midsection, and Zap is down on the canvas again.
Now, that's a fat pig. I don't care what anyone says. These two guys are nothing but fat squealers.
Well, you obviously don't agree with the rest of the world, but what else is new? You don't anyway.
You know, I got fans in Alexandria, Louisiana sending me letters down. Minneapolis, Minnesota. I got people from all over the world. Beverly, North Bill Ricker, Massachusetts. Someone, Kyle Foley, sent me a letter. People, they love me down.
When did those fans of yours get out? I hear they didn't get a life, did they? They only got 2 or 3 years.
Well, whatever, down. What, I'm not well liked in the cell block?
Oh, I
the
think
BBB can walk anywhere in the world, down, and not be afraid.
Oh, look at this. Haas just threw Zap into the turnbuckles face first, and Zap is fighting for air.
I'm getting sick and tired of this, Dow.
What do you mean you're
I'm
sick and tired
of
of
these
it?
Cowboys.
You just can't stand him getting beat.
I'm going to tell you something, Dow. I'm going to put a stop.
Oh, double clothesline.
Hey, do I get things done, Dow? Am I the BBB? You just sit back and you watch this one, you big geek.
Where are you going, Tony Rumble? Tony Rumble has just thrown off his microphone, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know where he's going. He's headed for ringside. I have no idea what's happening here. Tony Rumble, the Boston bad boy, has just left me. Now he's over talking to Doc Diamond. What's going on there? I have no idea. As you can see in the ring, we have problems as Haas. And right now, Chief is being double-teamed by the Equalizers. He's thrown down into the middle of the ring. Doc Diamond. And now Haas is going down to protect Doc Diamond, and Chief is alone in the ring. Now, Rumble is interfering in the match, and ladies and gentlemen, back in the ring. We'll get another camera on it. The Chief is getting pummeled in the middle of the ring. In the ring right now, Chief is being pummeled, ladies and gentlemen. You see the Chief down, and there comes the cover. 1, 2, 3, it's all over. The Chief was double-teamed in the ring, and Doc Diamond and Haas. And wait a minute, here comes Billy Silverman, another ICW referee in the ring. What's happening? Billy Silverman says no. He's talking to Paul Richards, and he's saying no. ICW referee, don't talk to me, Rumble. You're despicable.
Thank you.
And what's happening? Ring the bell, they're telling me. What's going on? Now Chief is going after the Equalizers, and he is upset and he's mad.
This match is over now.
I don't know what's happening. You went to ringside and talked to Doc Diamond.
This match is all over now. What's going on here?
What's going on. I know Zip and Zap
This ain't supposed to be happening now.
All I know is the Chief got pinned, and he's upset and he's mad.
What's he doing?
What were you talking to the Doc Diamond about?
I was telling them like it is now. I wanted to let them know that they're a bunch of geeks. Who are they? Who do they think they are? It's Big India.
This is stupid, and right now, I'll tell you what, Haas, Chief is making Zip and Zap pay the cover.
No,
1, 2, 3, it's all. The Wild Bunch of The Wild Bunch of beat the Equalizers here on International Championship Wrestling. It is the Wild Bunch.
Shut up, that match already happened. That's all over. What's this now? New rules?
They're raising their hands.
What do you make new rules as you go along?
The Wild Bunch won it. That's all that matters.
You and your cronies doing all this stuff.
And that's the way it should be. Chief Thundermount and Haas, the Texas Terminator, victorious here over Zip, Zap, and Doodah, the Equalizers.
Zip and Zap the Equalizer. I want to know who this pencil-neck geek here is. Billy Silverman, referee extraordinaire. While him and Paul Richards, they confer after the match. And then they switch it on the Equalizers.
Rightly
Good
so.
thing I wasn't their manager.
Rightly so. As a matter of fact, Billy Silverman, one of the top officials in the ICW, he's got a personal message.
You gonna let him talk?
I sure am, and you want to pay close attention to what he says. Let's go to referee Billy Silverman right now.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ICW referee Billy Silverman. I'm here to let you know that all the officials of the ICW have been sent special instructions that if Tony Rumble and the Undertakers are in the building, to keep a special eye on them.
100 now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Dow, along with the most hated man in professional wrestling, as well as the most watched man in professional wrestling. And I'm not talking about television. You've got referees watching you. You've got management people watching you.
I'm getting sick of this surveillance now. I mean, I can't go
Why
nowhere
don't you
now.
just clean your act up, and that won't happen?
Why should I? I set a goal when I stepped foot into the wrestling world that I wanted to be the most hated man in professional wrestling. And for the way I understand it, George Napolitano, Bill Apter, the two leading editors of all the wrestling magazines around, they say I'm well on my way to attaining my goal of being despised and hated around the world. And I just can't be happier. And all my fans can't be either.
Sick person, ladies and gentlemen. Heavenly Frank Angel.
My friend Frankie's coming up?
Yes. Finally,
Yeah,
after he got out of his handcuffs, as you remember, a mysterious handcuffing in the locker room.
I didn't have nothing to do with him. I didn't have nothing to do with Ebony. I had nothing to do with these people.
Sure. Frank Angel, back in action. He'll take on the Kingpin. Let's go to ringside and check this out right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and entering the ring right now, Heavenly Frank Angel, as he gets set to take on the Kingpin in action here. Heavenly Frank Angel, of course, a guy that, well, he's had his share of problems here in the ICW. Most of them connected with a man, am I right? Obviously, Mr. Rumble.
What did I do?
You cut hair and you carry handcuffs, man. That ought to put you in an insane asylum.
Don't start rumors.
I didn't say you did. I said you carry scissors.
Finish them.
I said
down. I don't need to stand here and listen to you.
Boy, Tony Rumble, like a big kid, he can't stand it, so he's going off, throws his headset down, and going off to pout. We don't need him anyway, fans. Ladies and gentlemen, you see in the ring, Frankie Angel and the Kingpin. Frankie Angel right now getting the best of it. Tosses Kingpin over into the corner. Oops, misses on the shoulder block. And now Angel in a little bit of pain, as you can see. Kingpin jerking it right on. Jerks it again. Reversal now by Angel, and he puts a twist onto the Kingpin's left arm. Flips him across into the ropes. There's the big clothesline, and Kingpin is down. Cover 1, 2. No, and the kick out by the Kingpin. Got the count of only 2, according to referee Paul Richards. And Kingpin again gets down. Kick to the midsection. Angel's got him up. Looks like the... Oh, exactly. Oh, pile driver of sorts, and Kingpin is out and maybe down. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. The Kingpin victorious here on International Championship Wrestling, or rather Frankie Angel. Now, what a job by Frankie. Oh, what's this? He raised his hand and he hit the referee. I'd never seen that before. Frankie Angel got his hand raised, and in his excitement he turned, and what the hell is this? Here come the Undertakers and Tony Rumble, and they're smashing up on Frankie Angel. I can't believe this. The Undertakers are smashing up on Frankie Angel after his win over the Kingpin, and Tony Rumble is in the ring as well. They are going to smash Frankie Angel down into the center of the ring. Oh my God, what is going on now? And what in the world is Rumble doing in the ring? Double splash, and Frankie Angel is getting pounded. I can't believe this. Another double splash. Why in the world can't they keep their nose out of everybody else's business? Every time I turn around in the ICW, Tony Rumble's involved. And he's got some scissors. Tony Rumble has got the scissors, and he's going to cut Frankie Angel's hair. The former partner of Vic Steamboat, my God, he's going to cut hair again. He thinks he's a barber, and look at this. He is cutting hair. He has cut Frankie Angel's hair. This is sickening. He has cut the hair of Frankie Angel, and he shows it to the big crowd. It's sick and disgusting. It's terrible. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Eric's place and Victor Steamboat, and they drive the Undertakers out of the ring. This is so disgusting. They come in and bail on Frankie Angel, but again, Tony Rumble and his Undertakers getting involved again in something that's none of their business. It's sick, literally sick, the way these guys get involved. Look at Rumble showing off his scissors. Somebody ought to cut his eyes and his tongue out. Just sickening, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stand anymore. This is we look at ring centers. They try to help Frankie Angel. That's Victor Steamboat. He knows what that feels like. And Eric's Pracia. Mike.
Tony Rumble, you are truly despicable. Hello, everyone. This is Brian Bristol with the ICW News, and as you just saw, Tony Rumble must stick his head in one more time where it doesn't belong, giving another haircut to Heavenly Frankie Angel. Tony Rumble, where will this ever end? Plus, we saw the big roadblock victorious over Irish Gary Fitzpatrick, and also the Wild Bunch and the Equalizers. Tony Rumble, again, has got to stick his nose in where it doesn't belong. Tony, I don't know when your number's going to be up, but it may come sooner than you think. The biggest upset in 1990, Chief Thunder Mountain beating ICW heavyweight champion Tony Atlas. Right now, we're going to take a look at how this happened, and then we're going to hear from still ICW champion for now, in my eyes, Tony Atlas. Let's look at this exciting match.
Let's get that camera where it's supposed to be.
He's got Atlas outside the ring, and he is pounding on him. And Atlas pounds back, and we got a brawl going outside the ring. Literal brawl going on, and the Chief right now is getting the best of it. He's pounding away on the ICW
But he doesn't know how to finish it off now. I told you, he doesn't know how to... Look at that.
Atlas flips him back into the ring, 480 pounds, and he threw him back in the ring, and Atlas with incredible strength and now it's over. The Chief has won.
You know, Chief Thunder Mountain, when I was a young boy, they always told me that every dog has his day. Well, you don't have your day in the ICW. You got a slip win over top of me, but you didn't put the shoulders down to the Atlas, and you never will. But next week, my big, fat, overweight, bad breath boy, you are going to see what the man of the ICW will do for you, because there's no count out, no disqualification. Only one man could walk out that ring, a winner, and you are looking at him, the man himself, the ICW champion, and I don't count what you call a victory, because you're another where to go.
Well, wrestling fans, you heard it, and we are going to have the rematch right here next week as once again ICW heavyweight belt goes on the line as Tony Atlas takes on the challenger, Chief Thunder Mountain. Well, that's it for the ICW News this week. I want to have a special belated birthday to Bugs Bunny, who was 50 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Bugs. And then for the ICW News, this is Brian Bristol. See you next week.
To this hour of the ICW, Bob Dow, along with the Boston bad boy Tony Rumble, and in action. What's that? Oh, you're a sick person.
Did you like that haircut?
Yeah,
Angel needed a trim.
You know, you are, one of these days...
I'm going to tell you who's next on my hit parade, you know.
Who?
It's that geeky Englishman, Bristol. Who does he think he is? I didn't get no birthday wishes when it was my birthday. He gives it to a goofy rabbit. It doesn't make a difference to me. I don't care if he's 50 years old. I give it if he's 250. But I want my birthday mentioned when it comes time. I'll trim him up a little, too, you know, Dow. Wasn't for you already getting scalped, I'd do it to you.
You know, if you sit and really put all the things that Mr. Rumble says, you could probably put it in a little thimble, what really makes sense. You know, it's like rambling. Speaking, let's go back to action.
I'm a rambling man. I was born a rambling man. You know the Allman Brothers, Dow? Good friends of mine, me and Greg. Hey.
We've got one half of the tropical terrorism in action again this week on the ICW, the Caribbean Cyclone.
Ooh, I'm feeling a breeze right now, Dow.
Let's go to ringside.
That cyclone's coming by.
Check it out.
All those papers.
There you see him from the island.
The Caribbean Cyclone, that's all you need to know, Dow. You don't need to know what island he's from.
Look at the face on him.
What's wrong with it? What are you going to say, something bad about him now? Have you ever met anybody? I think you're a bigot.
Why, am I? Because I don't like people like you?
You don't like anybody that's not from, like, your part of the world.
Oh, I like Sheik Abdul very much. I like Onita very much.
Who?
Onita.
Atsushi Onita, frontier martial arts champion that was here in the ICW?
Yes, I liked him. Lots of people that I meet that I like. I like
Listen,
Victor
Dow,
Steamboat.
all I know is this is the ICW. This is where the big boys play.
Hey,
this ain't no bootleg league. You know, there's a lot of promotions around the country. They run a show here and a show there, and they have wrestling matches here, and it's like a bootleg type situation. This is the ICW. We get nothing but the finest talent in the world right here. This ain't the IWA, this ain't the WWA, this ain't the NWF, this ain't the USWA, this ain't Mid-South, this and that. This ain't nothing but the best. We're the third largest wrestling organization in the world. This is ICW, International Championship Wrestling, and there's one of our international stars, the Caribbean Cyclone, so get used to it, Dow.
Well, listen, Mr. Rumble, you don't have to be bigoted. I like people from all over the world, but I don't like his style of wrestling, and that's all there is to it. I don't care if he hails from the United States.
Who cares?
Right now, you see Jose Osorio from Puerto Rico, and he's been thrown outside the ring. And the Caribbean Cyclone with his famous shower curtain, and here comes Osorio in from behind, taps him on the shoulder, taps him again, and laces him with a right hand. Another right. And the Cyclone being tossed across the ropes comes back.
Like I said, now we got a Puerto Rican against a Caribbean. This is another international match coming right into y'all living room, suckers.
You can't get much closer than that. You see the Cyclone on his hands and knees begging for mercy.
No, Osorio's not dealing with a full deck, you know, Dow.
That's obvious. Cyclone isn't either.
Beautiful. There you go.
A kick to the face, and that'll put Osorio
What did he
down
think he was going to
quickly.
do? You don't think you're going to fool a veteran like that, do you?
Oh, atomic knee drop and Osorio. Now, I don't understand this movie. Explain this to me, Mr. Rumble.
He's getting busy. He's going to work, baby, like a doctor.
Why drop the top of his uniform?
He feels comfortable that way.
1, 2, 3, it's all over, but I don't understand it. As the Cyclone victorious again, but again he has to drop the top of that uniform. I'll never, ever be able to figure that out. Cyclone victorious here on International
You know what's
Championship
coming
Wrestling.
up next, Dow, don't you?
Hi, I'm Donna, your hostess for the ICW Teen Report. And with me today is the Wrestler of the Month for July 1990, the heavyweight champion of the ICW and of the world, Mr. Tony Atlas.
Well, you know, girl, you got a lot of respect. And you know to have respect around me, Mr. Tony Atlas, the ICW champion of the world. You hear that? Come on in here, child. Act like you scared of me or something. All the women want to be next to me. You might as well be there, too. Ha, ha, ha. The Wrestler of the Month. Ain't that fantastic? ICW champion, Wrestler of the Month, best looking man in town, the strongest man in the world. What more can a man ask for? Now, answer that question. Hurry up.
All right, I have a question from Bill Albright.
Who?
Bill Albright.
Yeah.
And he wrote in, and he wants to know if you go out and work out at the gym a lot.
You tell him I'll do what I want to do. He don't ask me to do nothing. I am the champion of the world. I am the Wrestler of the Month. I am the strongest man in the world, best looking man in the world. He don't ask me to do nothing. What's the next question?
The next question It's from Elaine Parsons.
Who?
Elaine Parsons,
Who is that?
one of your fans.
I don't have no fans, but tell me what you want anyway.
She wants to know what your favorite kind of food is.
That's none of her business what I eat. You want to know what I eat? I eat whatever I want to eat. When you got an arm like this, when you got a face like this, and when you got the ICW championship and wrestler of the month too. You eat what you want to eat. Tell her I eat her head off if I see her in the arena.
All right, I have one more question.
All right, get to it.
It's from Steve Cohen.
Who?
Stephen Cohen.
Yeah.
And he wants to know what you see for yourself in the future.
The world. The world. That's what I see, controlling the whole world. You know, I got half of the world. I got the world championship belt. What I see for myself, the world. You know, I'm the only wrestler, the only champion in the world today that don't have to hide his face underneath paint. All on paint their face because they're too ugly. But I'm good looking. Look at that. Yeah.
All right, well, Mr. Atlas,
Mr. Atlas loves that respect for the champ.
We're almost out of time right now, but thanks a lot for stopping by, and congratulations on being voted Wrestler of the Month for July 1990. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
The champ. Yeah.
Well, that's about going to do it for this week's ICW, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Dow, along with a despicable one, the Boston Bad Boy. And, you know, do you carry your scissors with you? That's all I'd like to know.
No, I don't.
You got them on you right now? I just, you know, would like to know. Well,
I don't need
handcuffs,
I'm not a
scissors,
barber, Dow. I don't try to be a barber. I told you, I just get my points across the old-fashioned way again. Humiliation is the best way to get a response from a bunch of geeks.
And I suppose...
Show them how much of a geek they are, and they bum out.
Don't you realize how bad people around this world hate you for that?
Yeah, I do, Dow. I'm ecstatic over it. I told you. George Napolitano, Bill Apter, they say I'm rocking it out. I'm like number 4 on the most hated list, I heard.
You're number 1 on my list.
Well, hopefully in the ICW, I'm definitely number 1, but I'm talking about in the rest of the world. People just really, you know, I'm going to have to start visiting some of these foreign countries that we go to on our TV just so they can get a chance to send some letters in and say how much I really,
Why don't you visit and stay? Make it a one-way trip. That would be nice. Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave you this week, though, I do want to go back and show you one thing that happened a couple of weeks ago that will kind of brighten up the end of this hour. The Undertaker, of course, are still the tag team champions of the world, but they don't deserve the belts. 2 weeks ago on the ICW, Eric Spracia and Victor Steamboat, now known as Air America, they beat the Undertakers. Let's go back and end the show
what are you
on a
getting,
high
kick
note.
out of embarrassing
Yes, I
me and the
do. I
Undertaker?
love it. Let's go watch it.
They don't want to see this. No,
I do.
no.
Full tape.
Ring. And now let's see if we're going to get some semblance of order here. As all of a sudden, Victor Steamboat now in the ring will take on one of those Undertakers. Looks like to me from here, that's the henchman in action. They team up, and boy, they're going at it fast and furious and early. No love lost, believe me, as you know, with what happened to Victor Steamboat and the haircut. He has not forgotten the poolside scenario. Everything that has happened to Victor Steamboat at the hands of these guys has got to make him so ugly, well, you can't believe it. Right now, the henchman thrown into the turnbuckles, and he is hurting. And Victor Steamboat is giving him no slack. You see him punching and punching some more. And the henchman trying to fight back, but I think he's got a tiger by the tail. You can only push Vic Steamboat around so much. He misses the clothesline. Steamboat catches him with his own clothesline, and he's down. And again, as we've been telling you, Victor Steamboat, with all this pent-up emotion, the things that these three, the henchman, the Punisher, and Tony Rumble have done to Victor Steamboat. Flying top kick, he got it, he hit it, and down goes the henchman. And Victor Steamboat is going up high side. It sure looks like Victor Steamboat going up to the second rope. He's up now, flying body down, elbow right into the top of the head. And again, the henchman down on the canvas on his back. And Victor Steamboat taking all of the emotion, all of the hatred that he's had for these guys. And it looks like he's taking it all out right here. Look at his flying body press. And there's the tag to the Miami Kid, Eric Spracia. Eric going high side, he's on the top rope. Victor Steamboat on the other side of the top rope. My God, look at this. We've got him on both sides. Down goes Steamboat. He hits it. Eric Spracia up the top. He hits his. Quick cover. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Victor Steamboat and the Miami Kid, Eric Spracia, have defeated the Undertakers and Tony Rumble.
Undertakers, we proved that we can beat you in a non-title. And now I don't know what the Boston Bad Boys pulling these strings around here that we can't get a title match. but sign your name on the dotted line, Undertakers, and we'll be gladly to take those belts. Tell them, Vic.
That's right. We've been called a lot of things. We've been called the Miami Kid. We've been called the Happy Hawaiian. But next, what we're going to be called is the ICW Heavyweight Tag Team Champs. Yeah.
Answer, Mr. Rumble. Air America, Victor Steamboat, and Eric Spracher, they want a title shot. Answer right now, from America.
Never will they get a title shot down. As long as I'm bad, as long as I'm from Boston, and as long as I'm breathing, baby.
Well,
they ain't getting a title shot. Never. Read my lips.
The ICW administration will step into this, and trust me, you will see President Mario Savoldi, and it won't be long before this man will be forced to put his name on a contract, The Undertakers against Air America. And I know for one, I'll be looking forward to seeing that. And I'll tell you what.
They ain't getting them down. They got to earn them. They got to build them.
That's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Let him ramble on. The shot will come. The Undertakers against Air America. Trust me.
No.
That's it for this week. I'm Bob Dow for the Boston Bad Breath, Tony Rumble. We'll see you again right here next week on ICW Wrestling.
No,
You'll get the shot.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No.